Well, so much for being the anti-war president or, dragging America into any more, foreign conflicts. Um, this, of course, has proven to be absolute nonsense from Trump. And to be honest, if you look at the way Trump has acted, the idea that he promotes this, quote, strength through peace, that you are just so strong, no one would dare break the international order. The problem is that this always brings us into a far more dangerous and deadly world, because it's not like there are potential other superpowers or other countries who also might decide to make the whole argument as well that, might makes right. And this is the conflict and dangerous world we are being dragged into by Trump, by him making all these incredibly stupid, I'd say ridiculous, but outrageous, dumb maneuvers. I mean, everyone knows what he has done. It just has destabilized the region and added fuel to a conflict even more. Not only that, but even Iran, to a certain point, knows America would never invade it. Pure straight up, it would never invade Iran. We've talked about this before. I did a live stream about this. Iran is basically a natural fortress in many respects. Trying to invade this country would be an insane logistical challenge, to say the least. But America could potentially do it. It's not that they couldn't do it, it's that it would cost them in lives and a heck of a lot of money to do it. Not only that, to achieve any, again, lasting change or regime change, they would have to occupy Iran. And Iran is a far bigger country than Iraq. Not only that, but the terrain and everything else would mean that an insurgency would probably be at least as 10 times, I would say, more effective than you saw going on in Iraq, not to mention all kinds of other consequences potentially that kind of conflict would bring about. Now, would Trump go as far as to invade Iran? At this point, who knows? Who knows? Um, when it comes to Trump, as we always said before, common sense just out the window completely, well and truly, when it comes to this. But make no mistake, what Trump has done has just complicated the matter even more. Because to begin with, first of all, this entire conflict started by Israel was unnecessary. If Trump seriously wanted peace with Iran to try and normalize relations, he already had that option. It was called the Iran nuclear deal. Just recently, it was reported during these, as Israel was, firing its missiles back at Iran, they almost hit the EU UK delegation that was there, trying to help negotiate a peace. And what they were trying to do was, hey, that Iran US deal gave everyone everything we wanted. Let's try and do something based on that. But of course, Iran wanted America to be involved in that as well. And the Europeans were like, well, look, we can maybe we hope swing him in that direction as well. Apparently, that's what the rumors were going around. But of course, along comes Netanyahu. Apparently, really gets Trump, shall we say, all fired up and hot and bothered under the collar, and basically, from again rumors, tells him to do what every single other American president had again been scared to do, and that was, well, bomb Iran. Why? Well, doesn't remove any situation here. If anything, it just basically shows Iran, well, if you don't want to be bombed by America in the future, just build a nuclear weapon, prove you have one. After all, North Korea pretty much just showed you can have nuclear weapons, be a dictator state, potentially even threaten, another country like South Korea, And as long as you've got a nuclear weapon, America won't mess with you. Same message really going to Russia as well. Oh, Russia's invading another sovereign country. America won't get involved at all under this Trump administration because Russia's got nukes. I mean, this just makes the world such a more complicated place. Not only that, but this will lead to more nuclear proliferation. Like out and right. I mean, we were already heading down that road potentially with the Ukraine conflict and the message that was sending. But this even more now has basically sent the message, yeah, you should probably have a nuke, you know, just in case. And the problem is, if you have more nukes lying around, that could lead to, well, more problems with potentially them being launched or being dropped, or maybe a country has a change in government, which could lead to those types of weapons getting into the hands of people who would be willing to use them or willing to do things. And then if America or anyone else steps in saying, hey, you can't do that, they turn around and just go, well, we've got nukes. This is a consequence of Trump's actions. And if you wanted to seriously do peace with Iran, he would just have to re-sign that deal. But of course he can't, because it would be the exact same deal he criticized Obama for signing that apparently made him look weak. But it didn't make Obama look weak at all. It made him look like an absolute genius statesman and a masterstroke in diplomacy, because even warhawk Republicans back then, when that deal got signed, were saying this eliminates any reason whatsoever to go to war with Iran. Of course, what did Trump do? Ripped it up. And now here we are. Will this escalate? It is entirely likely. I would not be surprised within 24 or 40 hours to learn that we have seen Iran potentially try and strike US bases. Would not surprise me. It hasn't stopped Iran launching missiles at Israel, for example. After this bombing, they've launched more missiles at Israel. So it hasn't stopped that either. Whether they will go to a full scale conflict, whether Trump will try and, you know, get Congress to vote for this war, who knows? But I will tell you now, the next 24, 48 hours, going to be interesting, because I don't know what else to call it, quite frankly. But worrying indeed. And this is because of Trump. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. And of course, as always, we'll see you all next time.